Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Mary Lee. It's good to have you with us. Coming up in today's show, we meet many husband and wife pairs who have returned to Taiwan to become Tzu Chi volunteers. We take a look at how Tzu Chi Madam branch in Indonesia is celebrating its 10th birthday this year. And the medical staff at Dalian Tzu Chi General Hospital is practicing the musical adaptation of the treacherous journey taken by Venerable Jianzhen for year-round blessing ceremonies. Starting the show in Taiwan, the second round of Overseas Volunteer Training Seminar has begun in Sanchong and Banqiao District on November 29th. This time, over 700 volunteers from 17 different countries have joined in to become certified Tzu Chi volunteers. We now meet a few husband and wife pairs and see how their lives have changed since participating in Tzu Chi, and also how they plan to continue to spread Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit. Here at the Sanchong Jingsi Hall in Taiwan, a couple from Singapore listens intently to the seminar. Hong De-qian is a businessman who runs a large company, but also has a large temper.
We worked together and he would often yell at me at the office, often making me lose face.
I'm a businessman. As I'm the boss of the company, I always wanted things done right away, so I would speak firmly to show authority.
Because of his wife's influence, Hong went on some home visitations.
I saw children lying here abandoned, no one taking care of them, bed sores everywhere, and suddenly I felt, perhaps maybe one day that might be me. The reality really shocked me.
My husband has changed since he's joined Tzu Chi, and his temper is better than before.
Here is another husband who has joined the ranks of Tzu Chi volunteers as a result of his wife's involvement.
He would listen to my stories about Tzu Chi every day. When I heard a moving story, I'd share it with him.
After I become a certified Tzu Chi volunteer, the first thing I would do is to set up a German Tzu Chi website. I want to spread Tzu Chi publications in Germany.
Along with these couple of husband and wife team who have vowed to spread Tzu Chi's message to more people, we meet a couple from the Philippines at the Overseas Training Seminar in Banqiao who feels that Tzu Chi is like no other Buddhist organization they know.
Tzu Chi is different from other Buddhist organizations who just chant sutras. We do things to help others. We get out there and help. Although it's tiring, but inside it makes you feel happy.
When visiting the impoverished areas, I realized that in many of the Philippine cities, there are still thousands of poor people who need Tzu Chi's help.
Over 700 overseas volunteers from 17 different countries are participating in the second session of the seminar. All are united in their vow to continue to spread Tzu Chi's mission once they return to their own countries. On November 28th, a fire broke out in New Taipei City's Ruifang district, resulting in the death of Mr. Chen's 3 sons, and the wife remains injured in ICU. To make the situation worse, the fire not only destroyed their house, but also affected their neighbors as well. To help, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived with consolation cash and much-needed emotional support.
Mr. Chen only left for a bit, but when he returned, he found his 3 sons had passed away in a fire that also put his wife in the ICU.
Life is miserable right now, but I still have to carry on.
Now with a broken home, the future is uncertain. As Mr. Chen only works odd jobs, the fire not only destroyed his house, but also his neighbors.
Fire burned through the 3rd floor. I don't know how to make up the loss of my neighbors. I don't even know where to start.
On November 28th, a fire broke out in a building in Ruifang district, resulting in the death of 3 children. In the eyes of their teachers, the 2 younger brothers were both sweet and had a close relationship.
We are very sad and feel the pain too, so we will try to do our best to help this family.
Flipping through the younger brother's homework, one can see that he was a clever child. However, the fire not only took their lives, but the happiness of this family as well.
Moving to Indonesia, Tzu Chi Medan branch is celebrating its 10th birthday this year by holding an exhibition at the city square to spread its message to residents, while Tzu Chi Liaison Office in Singkawang is celebrating their birthday this year by holding a blood drive with the local Red Cross.
Members of the public are donating their blood and many are still waiting in line for their turn. The good cause has received a positive response and the meaningful gesture is to celebrate the second birthday of the Tzu Chi Singkawang Liaison Office.
I hope this is not only a one-off event, but that we may have it every 3 months, so that Tzu Chi and Red Cross may join efforts to appeal to more people, to support the good cause here in Singkawang.
Apart from cutting the cake to celebrate, Singkawang Tzu Chi volunteers collaborated with the local Red Cross to hold a blood donation drive. This manager from a local bank brought some 10 employees to partake in the event.
All of us here want to wish Tzu Chi's Liaison Office in Singkawang a happy birthday. It is such a meaningful way to celebrate. Of course, everyone should take part. We want to attend Tzu Chi's event in the future as well.
It is not only Singkawang that is celebrating its birthday, but Tzu Chi's Medan branch in North Sumatra is celebrating its 10th birthday as well. Tzu Chi volunteers chose to hold a humanitarian exhibition at Medan City Square, hoping it would attract more people to come learn of Tzu Chi.
The purpose of the exhibition is to let the public know what Tzu Chi has done in Medan, which includes the Da'ai village we built in Aceh, our recycling work, and other Tzu Chi missions. We hope this will attract many people to attend.
The exhibition not only includes the displays of books from the Jingsi Books and Cafe, but also handicrafts made from recyclables. How to make detergent from kitchen waste was a topic all were curious about.
These handicrafts made from recyclables are so creative and unique. The idea is about environmental protection and going green. Not only will we have a cleaner environment, but we can also help those less fortunate.
Every anniversary signifies the continuation of commitment and responsibilities. Amid the celebrations, Tzu Chi volunteers from both locations hope to spread great love far and wide.
Moving to China, Tzu Chi volunteers in Xiamen awarded New Shoot scholarships to approximately 700 students in mid-November. Among them was Wang Li, who insisted on going up on stage with her crutches to receive her award. Students also donated their pocket money to help those less fortunate than themselves.
This year, a total of 750 students are receiving scholarship aid here in Fujian province. Wang Li lost her left leg in a car accident when she was little. Despite her difficulty in moving about, she still insists on walking on the stage with her crutches to receive her scholarship award.
I will hand this money to my mom first and let her buy household supplies. The coin bank which I took home last time is almost full, and I want to donate all the money when it's full.
The scholarship aid every semester is a lifeline of support for these families. Already working, Xu Yuanbing received Tzu Chi's scholarship aid the year her father was diagnosed with cancer. Now that she is able to reciprocate, she has given up her high salary job and chosen to work for Tzu Chi.
When I was still receiving scholarship aid, the seeds of great love were planted in my heart, and there they grew day by day.
Helping one another is the fundamental principle of the scholarship aid. The students are first blindfolded, after which they have to cooperate with each other to reach their destination, an activity that helps them to understand the significance of mutual aid.
When others encounter difficulties, we should help them without hesitation.
Helping others is a joyous feeling. It makes me happy.
Tzu Chi volunteers are building schools for impoverished students in Zimbabwe. From the presentation and photos, students got to see the condition in which these Zimbabweans study and were deeply moved by their desire to learn.
We're really better off compared to them.
We still have chairs to sit on and desks on which to write our schoolwork. When I saw that they have to sit on the floor to write, I really feel blessed and lucky.
Despite their own hardships, these students in China donate their spare change, determined to help those less fortunate than themselves.
In Hualien, Taiwan, Tang Ronghua's family has no income and relies solely on government support and subsidies from social welfare organizations. Of his 7 children, 5 are being awarded Tzu Chi's New Shoot Scholarship.
Picking up his children from the station is one of Mr. Tang's responsibilities each day. Mr. Tang cherishes this time with his children and seizes the opportunity to show his care and love.
My dad is not one of those serious people that will tell us we have to do this or that. He always smiles and asks us what we are planning to do or whatever.
Living on the outskirts of Hualien, the Tang family has to travel over mountainous roads before arriving home. And their dinner is the leftovers from the school's lunch.
The school authority knows our situation at home, so they will try to help by giving us leftover food. In addition, Tzu Chi also provides us with rice, which is helpful.
Having injured his back 3 years ago, Mr. Tang can no longer work, and his wife also has to stay home to take care of their youngest child. Despite having their 7 children to raise and having to depend on social welfare subsidies, the family is not discouraged by the setbacks in life.
This board is for us to write our thoughts. We will write whatever comes to mind. Sometimes my sister comes home late from school, so I will leave her a message and go to sleep first.
Though unable to work, Mr. Tang sets a good example for his children and always ensures they have a good study environment at home. Apart from cleaning the house, the loving father also accompanies his children in doing their homework.
Like my dad, he will accompany us when we study, so we can ask him if there's something we don't understand. Sometimes when we get bored, we will look at him and he will tell us jokes to cheer us up.
Tang Cai-yu, the eldest child at home, wants to graduate as soon as possible and enroll in the military school.
I want to help my family. Going into military school, I can study and earn an income at the same time.
Tang Cai-yu's younger sister is also an achiever at school, and her certificate makes Mr. Tang proud. Today, of the 7 children, 5 have been awarded Tzu Chi's New Shoot Scholarship, and though their living condition may be difficult, it has brought them closer together as a family.
As Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremonies are just around the corner, medical staff at the Dalian Tzu Chi General Hospital will be putting on a musical adaptation of the treacherous journey taken by Venerable Jianzhen to spread Buddhism in Japan. As they practice, the staff realize that to safeguard the health of their patients, they need to work as one.
At the Dalian Tzu Chi General Hospital, the medical staff here are practicing for the upcoming musical adaptation of the story of Venerable Jianzhen. In time with the music, the staff practice each movement in sync with each other, which represents unity.
Right now, the medical environment is not that great, but after becoming stage volunteers for the upcoming performances, we know that we need to work hand in hand to safeguard the health of our patients.
To achieve this goal, the medical staff here know that they all need to work together.
When we were practicing, we understood that the stomach vessel needs help from each and every one of us. In a harsh medical environment, we need to work together to protect the health of our patients.
To safeguard the health of patients, this medical team turns into the thousand-hand bodhisattva to bring relief to patients far and wide from pain and sickness.
In Taichung, when Tzu Chi volunteers saw how the hard-working Mr. Liao could not afford to replace his old broken couch for a new one, they brought over a like-new second-hand couch to make the family's day. The recycling truck arrives with a new sofa set for the Liao family. Upon hearing his son's laughter, Mr. Liao hurries over to help. The sofa is too large for the elevator, so everyone takes the stairs. It's hard work moving the sofa up 3 flights of stairs. The 60-year-old volunteer is sweating bullets as he finishes.
It's tiring, but seeing everyone work together, it brings a smile to my face.
This couch is perfect for this family of 5.
This is much more comfortable and clean.
I saw his old couch. It was old and broken in places, mended with tape and stuffed with newspaper. It was heartbreaking.
Mr. Liao drives a cab for a living, taking care of his entire family. His missing 2 fingers does not stop him from working hard so he can pay for his daughter's diabetes care. To make matters worse, Mr. Liao's wife is feeling depressed again.
She would cook before, but now she doesn't even do the dishes. I do all the cooking and cleaning.
Although the family isn't used to communicating with each other, we can feel that this family is united in keeping together.
Sitting on their new couch, everyone feels the love and blessing from the Tzu Chi volunteers. In Malaysia, 85-year-old Ke Ji-fu's biggest fear is that no one will handle his funeral once he has reached the end of his days. To ease his worries, Tzu Chi volunteers have been providing care and financial support to the senior since 2010.
This is a Tzu Chi song. It means Tzu Chi volunteers are here.
Counting the days since Grandpa Ji-fu last had a bath, it has already been a month. Although the volunteers offered to bathe him, Grandpa Ji-fu didn't want to be a bother, so the volunteers instead helped him wash his feet and trim his nails. The 85-year-old Grandpa Ji-fu is single, has no relatives, and stays at the home of his former co-worker. Aging through the years, Grandpa Ji-fu's eyesight has deteriorated and now has to rely on the help of others. Because of this, he feels that he is insignificant and life is meaningless.
It's better to pass on. I don't want to live in this world. These are the negative things that he keeps talking about. His biggest worry is that no one will handle his funeral once he has passed away, but Tzu Chi will help him.
Tzu Chi volunteer Liu Hui-en's parents are already deceased, but she sees her parents' shadow in Grandpa Ji-fu.
Unfortunately, both my parents have passed away, but I still have my in-laws, and by reciprocating their care, it is as if I am repaying my own parents as well.
I feel great that you are here. I can feel all of your care.
With Tzu Chi volunteers' care and love, Grandpa Ji-fu's joy can be seen through his warm smiles.
Also in Malaysia, to help Hurricane Sandy survivors in the United States, Kota Kinabalu Tzu Chi volunteers arrived at a supermarket where they encouraged the public to contribute their love. Meanwhile, construction workers at the Kuala Lumpur Jinsi Hall and passers-by at the local night market were also inspired to donate what they could to help.
你好，我们是慈济妇女会爱心，感恩你，祝福你，感恩，好，感恩你，感恩你，祝福你，好，感恩。
To help the disaster victims in the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor take to the street canvassing donations. The volunteers also lead a prayer hoping to send their blessings to the storm survivors.
Many of the construction workers came here to work, and it is hard for them to save up money, but they still want to donate what they can to help those in need. I am moved by their gestures.
At the construction site of the Jingsi Hall in Kuala Lumpur, the construction workers are inspired to give what they can to help the Hurricane Sandy victims in the United States.
We don't know what will happen tomorrow, therefore we should give what we can to help those in greater need. $1 or $10 all can be put towards helping the needy.
We all live on the same planet, so when others need our help, we should help them.
The volunteers also stop at the local night market to encourage the public to contribute their love.
We need to help those suffering because in the future, if we need help, others will help us too. I don't know them, but it is great to help others.
I always have the thought of helping the needy, so if I can, I want to do so.
Right now, the United States is suffering from a natural disaster, even though they are rich as a country. However, if you look at the news, you can see that many are still suffering. Tzu Chi has been helping the disaster victims since October 30th.
Even though not everyone agrees to donate money, however, after a volunteer's explanation, this man kindly makes a donation. Regardless of race or faith, everyone hopes the donations can help the victims regain the strength to continue on. Also, to help the disaster victims, Kota Kinabalu Tzu Chi volunteers walk along the street, hoping to inspire the public to contribute a little. At the CKS supermarket, the public and vendors all kindly donate money to the donation box.
It doesn't matter how much you give, it is the thought that counts.
Helen Lon, who has received Tzu Chi's help in the past, even put aside her work to volunteer.
Today, I put aside my work to volunteer because Tzu Chi volunteers have provided me with countless help in the past. This time, the volunteers asked me to join, and I am very happy to support the good cause.
Also contributing her share by canvassing donations with her father is Tzu Shao Zhang Jiaqi, who overcome her shyness with the encouragement of her father.
不喜欢跟人家讲哦。
这今年要你走出来，不是一个很大的挑战吗？
挺大下的，很开心啊，很大收获，可以帮到人家咯。
Joining the fundraiser for the second time is volunteer Huang Yongfu and his wife. Even though the two come from a wealthy family, they still put aside their background and take to the streets to canvass donations.
It is the thought that counts, doesn't matter how much you give. Thank you.
For many people, they might not be well off, but they have a giving heart. When you do good deeds, you will sleep peacefully at night when you go home, right?
Whether it is the CKS supermarket, food streets, or commercial plazas, Tzu Chi volunteers are there collecting donations as they hope the goodwill can bring warmth to the victims' hearts.
At the end of the show, we return to Taiwan, where a team of doctors and volunteers continue to safeguard the health of residents in remote areas. This time, the team visited Miaoli County's Nanzhuang Township. Despite the weather being less than ideal, everyone still showed up in full force to care for the residents. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend.